Buongiorno, and welcome back to Lisa's Italian Kitchen. Okay, Sunday dinner lovers, we all want a delicious dessert after our Sunday dinner. Today, I'm making for you my Nonna's ricotta cake. Now, I know I've made this for you before, but I've never done the full video. And I received so many comments about this fabulous Italian-American dessert, simple and delicious, that I thought, let me do the whole video for you. I'm also going to show some variations that you can do. Today, I'm making my classic Nonna's Italian ricotta cake. So we start with a yellow cake. Now, if you don't have the time to make your own homemade yellow cake batter, that's fine. Go ahead and use a yellow cake mix. I know some people prefer to make their own. I made my own this morning. Whatever you do, make it a nice, buttery, moist yellow cake because it's gonna just taste better with the ricotta. So here's my yellow cake batter that I've made. Now, for the ricotta that's so delicious, and what's so fun about this cake is how it cooks. I have 1 3/4 cups whole milk ricotta cheese. Remember, Sunday dinner lovers, what does Lisa love? Only whole milk cheeses. Whole milk mozzarella, whole milk ricotta in your lasagna, whole milk ricotta in your desserts. We don't have to worry about mascarpone because it only comes whole milk. So that's a good thing. One less thing for you to worry about. Okay, so we have our cup and 1 3/4 cup whole milk ricotta, to which I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar, just regular cane sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now remember, when you're baking, make sure you use the real vanilla extract. We want really delicious, round, authentic tastes. Let's just start mixing this up a little bit. To this, we're going to add, one at a time, 3 eggs. I have large eggs here. This is going to make the ricotta in this cake so fluffy and light. And the amazing thing about this, my Nonna's ricotta cake, is you put the cake batter on the bottom, the ricotta filling on the top, and voila. While it cooks, it reverses. So when you get your cooked cake, you're going to have the ricotta on the bottom. It's so much fun. Wait till I show you. Everyone will be oohing and awing at your dinner table. Okay, so we've added our second egg. We're gonna mix this up. Such a simple dessert. You literally can make this in 20 minutes. If you're going to make a homemade yellow cake batter, it takes a little longer. But the assembly and then the cooking for 1 hour, it's so simple. Now, one thing I wanna mention to you, many of my viewers write in and said, oh, we made this and our grandmother made this, but we called it Italian marble ricotta cake because they used a marble cake mix, or they made a chocolate cake batter and a yellow cake batter and mixed it together. Delicious. That would be delicious too. I mean, I suppose it would even be good with a chocolate cake batter. Why not? Chocolate and ricotta, fabulous. So here we are. We have our vanilla, our sugar, our ricotta, and our eggs, all nicely mixed. So I have my yellow cake batter over here for 1 yellow. This makes 1 9 by 13 or 2 8-inch or 9-inch if you were making a traditional cake. What do? I've put a little bit of butter on the bottom of my pan so the cake doesn't stick. We're going to put in first the cake batter. I like to put it into the pan. We always make the ricotta cake in a 9 by 13 pan. And you'll see why when you see how the ricotta cooks. So delicious and so much fun. Okay, so I have my batter in the pan, and now what I'm going to do is just smooth it out to the edges. So of course we have cake everywhere. That's what we want. We want cake batter everywhere to all the edges. And now here's what we do. We're going to take our ricotta mix and just simply pour it right over the top of the cake batter. Just cover all of the cake batter with the ricotta mixture. And what's going to happen is the cake batter is going to rise to the top, and your ricotta mixture, because of the weight of the cheese, is going to sink to the bottom. And when I serve this, I'll show you 2 different ways to serve it. Look at that. How easy was that? The cake is all ready. We now put it into a 350-degree oven for 1 hour. Depending on your ovens, make sure you check after about 40 to 45 minutes. If you have an oven that heats up quickly, this might be done at the 45-minute mark. Just use a toothpick. Andiamo, off we go. Eccoci qua. What does that mean, you're saying? Here we are. That's what it means in Italian. So here's our beautiful cake mix. Now what I want to show you is, look how the ricotta is on the bottom. There's a layer of the ricotta on the bottom, and the cake mix is on top. So let's cut this and see how it comes out. We'll do a centerpiece so that it looks pretty. And I'm going to show you 2 ways of plating this. So my Nana liked to do this. She would take the cake, oh look at that, it's still steaming, and flip it so that the ricotta is on the top. So you have a whole, do you see that layer? Look at that layer of ricotta. That's about a 1/4 of an inch layer of ricotta. And it makes it just a very, very moist, delicious cake. Then the yellow cake is light and delicious. And here's what my Nana used to do. She would take a little bit of powdered sugar and sprinkle it on top. Look how pretty that is. Simple, delicious, rustic Italian-American dessert. You could add some beautifully cut strawberries, some raspberries, some blueberries. They're all delicious. If you don't want to flip it so the ricotta is on top, it's wonderful too just to serve like this. And then you've got your ricotta on the bottom, and put a little sprinkled sugar, powdered sugar, sprinkle some powdered sugar on top. Maybe some fruit. I'll tell you something that my children like with this. A little bit of chocolate syrup on top, delicious. A little small spoonful of Nutella on top, never hurt anybody. So here we have my beloved Nana from Sicily. Miss her every day. Grazie, Nana, for your beautiful recipes. And here we have, look at that, yummy. I just want to eat it right now. My Nana's Italian ricotta cake. Buon appetito, tutti a tavola. Ciao, ciao.